You can now create designs with no experience necessary using AI, and I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. Let me put my glasses on and then we'll get cooking. Okay, so the example I'm gonna show you in this video is using generative fill again, but this time we're gonna create an infinity design. And I pretty much went as far as I can until my computer maxed out. This is the picture that we're gonna start with. And this is just something I got from Pexels, but I purposely wanted to make sure it didn't have a full face so we could kind of start from that angle. So as you see here, all we're gonna do is we're gonna just add to the top of her head, and we're gonna easily do that by using that Marquee tool, right? And then we're just gonna drag over the top of this whole area up here. And what that's gonna do is that's what's going to be filled in. So we don't need to press anything, we're just gonna hit generative fill. Okay, and this is what we get. See, now we have 3 options to choose from. Sometimes I'll run it back, and you can do that by just using this button right here. But for the most part, these are pretty good. I'm actually gonna go with the first one. And just like that, now we have the top of her head, and this is the start of building out this whole piece. So next, we're gonna just go down here and do pretty much the same thing here. This is gonna get a little tricky because you have the community guidelines. So if they think we're trying to like generate like someone with no clothes, they're not gonna let us do it. But we're just gonna go ahead and try and make a workaround to that. So first, I'm just gonna add to the canvas. I'm just gonna change the amount of pixels on the height of this canvas. That way we have some room to work with. So the message we get is the generated images were removed because they violate the user guidelines. Instead of just generating it, what we're gonna do is say a t-shirt and jeans, and then we'll hit generate. And that way it's a bit more specific, and hopefully that should bypass the community guidelines or whatever the violation is. Okay, now they gave her a jean jacket, and you get some options there, but it's kind of like off of her shoulders. Then we're gonna do the same thing like we did on the other ones. And all I'm doing is using a Marquee tool to highlight the empty areas, and then I'm hitting generate, or I'm being specific with what I want in those areas. And that's pretty much it. That's how you create this. You can do this whether you have experience in Photoshop or not. And we're just gonna keep building off this, and I haven't done any design. I'm just telling the computer what to do. Okay, now we got her isolated with quick selection, and now we're just gonna start building in the background. So I built that whole thing out until it maxed out on the computer, and I just added in the shadow, added a little bit of stuff that I use when I create as far as camera raw filter and stuff like that. And this is the final outcome. So you see right there, you can create an infinity design using just the part of someone's face, and the AI can build it out. Now, how you get around that is using the iterations and kind of using those 3 different toggles to get to a point that you like, and then you build off of that. Now, let's say you want to keep building this infinity design and you don't want to have limits. What you would do is you would take that image that you're at. Once the file size starts to get a little bit big, you're then just going to save that file. Then you're going to turn that into a flattened project, so just a JPEG. And then you're going to resave that JPEG as a new file. So now that JPEG becomes its own smaller file, then you build from there, and you continue to make this kind of inception-based piece that all started from just a small little thing on the screen. If you want to see more, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'm just keep doing me. You already know the deal. It's Shay.